Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live session on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe and click on the little notification bell. It helps me to keep doing these free videos. And if you're watching this in my Facebook Live, thank you. Leave me a comment. Any comment you leave on these videos help me to um, so that the YouTube algorithms will make the video available to other people. So I thought I would show you uh, an everyday life meal in my house. So here we go. You don't have to spend a lot of money and you don't have to spend a lot of time and you don't need to become a whole food plant-based chef or coach. It's you can make delicious, satisfying, weight loss promoting, uh, health promoting meals, food with simple ingredients. I usually use what's in my house, okay? And from time to time, I go and get something in particular that I need. So, what do I have today? Well, I have three pots here. I have two electric pieces that I use often, but today I'm using the regular stove and I'm going to show you what I have. Okay, so let's see here. Let's move the camera. Okay, uh, just be patient with me as I move it. Okay, and let's see. I want you to see really well. This is the new cookware that I absolutely love. I am in love with this, and this is the last cookware that I buy because it has 3 lifetimes of warranty and nothing can destroy this thing. Okay, so what do I have here? Well, this is waterless cookware, so you can actually cook with no water. But in this pot, I have, look at that, I can't lift it. It creates a seal, which is amazing. Because it's like cooking in a pressure cooker without the pressure and the heat to destroy the nutrients. So I'm just going to lift the little valve and now I can open it. And here I have potatoes and butternut squash. You can see it. You wouldn't need to put water to cook this. It's amazing. It doesn't dilute the nutrients. But I did put half a cup of water because I want to make mashed potatoes with butternut squash. It's a wonderful combination, okay? And it cooks fast in this cookware since everything here gets the same amount of heat. And so uh, this is potatoes and butternut squash. I'm going to make mashed potatoes in just a minute. So I'm going to take this out. These handles are very convenient. They come off and they can go in any other pot. I'm taking this now to another area. And I will show you what I have in the other pots. This here is another one where the handle can come off, okay? And you can cook several things in the same pan without the danger of them getting the flavor of what's next to them because of the kind of pan it is. These pans are made with stainless steel 316, which is a surgical kind of stainless steel. And you know that your pans don't leak any toxins if you have something like cauliflower or other vegetables like these.
um, little Brussels sprouts. Sometimes when you cook this in regular cookware, there is a strong smell. Well, not here. There's no strong smell here. So I put Brussels sprouts I have from my own yard. I put a Swiss chard, and I have this purple cabbage that I had left over from something else. And I put all of this in the pan with no water, zero water. This little valve lets me know when it's at 180 or 87 degrees, and then I turn it to low, and it cooks at less than 200 so that none of the nutrients are damaged. So I'm going to have this with my mashed potatoes. And I don't know about you, but I love um, balsamic vinegars. This is garden dill, mustard seed, balsamic vinegar. This is plain premium white balsamic vinegar. And this is cilantro herb balsamic. There are, I don't know, 20, 30 different kinds of flavor from California balsamic. If you look in my YouTube channel, which is plantemas.com, you will see the interview that I did with the founders of California balsamic. I don't receive any any remuneration, any kind of financial benefit from this. I'm just telling you about this. They also come in little bottles that you can take when you're traveling or if you go into a restaurant. This one is smoked hickory balsamic. So they just add a flavor. And you want to put some kind of vinegar in your greens because it helps them produce nitric oxide, which is wonderful for our arteries to stay healthy. So I'm just going to use today the garden dill mustard seed balsamic, and I'm just going to put a little bit, I'll drizzle it a little. Okay, and that's it. If you want a good salt substitute, Table Tasty. This is Benson's Table Tasty, is wonderful, but there are others. And if you use salt or salt and pepper, you can add salt and pepper to this. Okay, so I'm going to put that. Oops, that's why this one is not open yet. Okay, hold on. So if you would like information regarding this wonderful cookware, just send me an email and I'll tell you. So there it is. Ooh, yum. This is a great salt substitute. But you could also use something like Mrs. Dash Table Blend and Mrs. Dash Original. You could put something like an Italian blend of herbs. You can put whatever you like to make this taste uh, even more vibrant. Okay, so I'm going to have that. Remember that our book with Shada came out a few months ago. We finally have our baby here. Live your healthiest life. If you would purchase this, this helps us to continue making free videos for you. This is available on Amazon. Live your healthiest life. It has our stories of how we lost a lot of weight and kept it off. And then it has our best recipes from family traditions and also from different parts of the world. You will love the recipes because they have so much flavor in them. There are no bland recipes here. Okay. And in this one, I'm just going to take the handle of this one and put it in this one here. I have the rice that I made yesterday. Remember, yesterday I did a live session like today, and I made this wonderful vegetable rice with mushrooms. And I am just warming it up. I don't have to use the microwave. I just put it in this pan. I added just a few drops of water and I put it at low and it warms it up perfectly. So you can see how easy it is to eat healthy and whole food plant based. Leftovers from yesterday. Then here we have vegetables. You can use any vegetables you have. Maybe you have frozen corn, maybe you have green beans and carrots and other things. You if you have a way to steam them, go ahead and steam them in whatever cookware you have. Here we don't steam. This is the same as steaming, but it's vaping because it's using the vapor and it's not going above 200 Fahrenheit so that the nutrients stay intact. And now let's go ahead and make the let's make the mashed potatoes with butternut squash. This is a wonderful thermal bowl, also from the same cookware, very pretty, and the masher. Let's go ahead and make these wonderful mashed potatoes, okay? And you can use any kind of condiments, spices for the mashed potatoes. Let's see here. You can use plant milk if you like. I usually don't. I just use whatever moisture is in the potatoes. And I like to always add a little water while they're cooking so that in case I need a little more moisture, I can add that. I cannot tell you how wonderful the mix of butternut squash and potatoes is. It makes the mashed potato very creamy, for one thing, and it adds a touch of sweetness. It helps you to not use salt if you're trying to cut on salt for your blood pressure or for just regular health. Okay, remember that salt will uh, help you to retain fluid. So when you stop using salt, you start seeing that your scale is magically going down. It's because your body is getting rid of unnecessary fluid that you're retaining because of how much salt you're eating. And remember, the salt does it not have to be the salt you add. There is salt in crackers, there's salt in bread, there is salt in uh, salad dressings, there's salt in so many things, even plant milk, even some of the things that look healthy. You've got to read the ingredient list and see if there is sodium in them. Add it. Okay, so I like to add some garlic powder. Don't ask me how much because I just go um, by eye. But I guess we could just say maybe a teaspoon. That is, if you like garlic powder. If you don't, use onion powder or don't use any. I like to add a little bit of turmeric because turmeric is a wonderful anti-inflammatory condiment. And for some reason, it helps the potatoes become creamier. I don't know what it does, but it does. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit of this Italian mix here. Now you could add uh, cumin. You could add. I mean, you're free to add whatever you like to these potatoes. Okay, so they're very creamy. I didn't need to add any of the liquid, even though it was a little bit of liquid in the pot. I don't need to add any. And that's it. I'm going to go ahead and add some Benson's Table Tasty just to add some other flavors and a little bit of that salty taste without salt, without the sodium. Did you know that it would help boost um, your sorry about that, your metabolism? I just wanted to see. It would help you boost your metabolism if you ate 2 radishes a day. These radishes come from my garden. That's why they're not absolutely perfect looking. When you have real, um, you know, food that grows in your yard or garden, sometimes it's not as perfect as the one you see at the store. But I got into this habit after Catherine Lawrence told me about it of having 2 radishes a day to help boost the metabolism. Okay, just a little something interesting. All right, what else was I going to show you? Oh, okay. Well, let me try it and see how this tastes. Mm, wonderful. So we have the mashed potatoes, we have the Brussels sprouts, Swiss chard. This is cabbage, and over there I have my rice that I made yesterday. Enough food for lunch and maybe even for dinner. So let's go back. I want to tell you about something about bread. So let me tell you something about bread. Some of you, let's see. Hi, Gustavo. I received your soup recipes. Thank you so much for sending them. They look delicious. Oh, good. Okay. Remember that if you want to watch my 5 day soup extravaganza to help you get back on track and lose some pounds, those 5 sessions are in my YouTube channel. Thanks so much. Great ideas for healthy cooking. Thank you, Robin. And some of you ask, what kind of bread could I eat that is good bread? Well, the true answer is if you could not eat bread, it's better. Okay. But um, you can make bread that doesn't have any flour if you use lentils, for example, or chickpeas. You let them soak all night, and it's basically lentils or chickpeas and water and some spices and a little bit of baking powder, perhaps. And I'm going to make a video at some point to show you how you can make this bread. It's actually very good. I've had it, I've made it. I just haven't made the video yet. Another kind of bread that Dr. Neil Barnard, let me get the book here. Dr. Neil Barnard wrote this book, Reversing Diabetes. Okay, and he talks about rye bread. Rye bread is very dark. This is homemade. I didn't make it, but somebody made it. Doesn't have any oil or anything really ultra processed. And in his book, Dr. Neil Barnard says that pumpernickel bread has a low glycemic index, and its bead
come apart more slowly, passing into the bloodstream bit by bit. It has much less effect on your blood sugar. So if you wanted to have bread and you're concerned about your blood sugar, pumpernickel bread would be a good choice. You can cut thin slices and just toast it and eat it like that. Or you could put real fruit jam with no sugar added. You could also put um, oil-free hummus and maybe some cucumber slices or tomato slices or some other veggie you like, or eat it by itself. You could also put a few thin slices of avocados, maybe arugula and tomatoes or cucumbers or something, and make toast like that. So that's something that is a little bit healthier. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. I'm going to remind you to visit my website, which is plantemas.com. And if you click on subscribe, you will subscribe to my email list. I don't email a lot at all. Just make sure you accept all terms and conditions or the email doesn't get through. Okay. While you are on the website, Plantemas, you can click on webinars and you can take a look at my 7-day detox and reset program that is absolutely wonderful. We spend a week together making simple meals and really resetting and losing quite a good amount of weight. It's coming up in just like 2 weeks. Okay, I do one every other month. Okay, and what else can I tell you? My email, if you want to get in touch with me to get the free recipes, my email is info@plantemas.com. So I'm just going to type it here, info at, and then PLANT for plant, EMUS for music, okay, and then .com. And so that is my website. I think it's going there. So you would go with info@plantemas.com. And you can get a hold of me. You can get the free recipes. And if you want to schedule a free 30-minute session to test your pans, you don't want anything added to your food, okay? Whatever you put in your pans should be what comes out. You don't need any added aluminum or cadmium or any other heavy metal going into your food. We can do a 10-minute test to test your pots and pans and see if they're safe. And I can just tell you a little bit about how to get these at discount prices. You can get some free pieces, and if you're interested in this, waterless cookware that cooks below 200 degrees so that the nutrients are not damaged, and that is made with this type of surgical steel that does not interact with your food. Well, I hope that this helps you to see how you can make easy meals. And let me see if I forgot anything else that I had here that I wanted to show you. Yeah, one of the things that is really interesting is that I can put potatoes like this in one of these pans with no water, and I can bake potatoes without turning on the oven. Now that's awesome. And because they're cooked in their own moisture, the flavor is amazing. Okay, have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you in my next YouTube and Facebook Live, probably sometime next week. And I have some really good guests coming up in my shows that you don't want to miss. We will be talking about omega 3 and 6 and other topics that are really important for our overall health. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.